My name is Steven Sokoloff. I'm 32 years old. I was born in Dallas, Texas. I had a fairly normal childhood. Mother and father were married, still are married to this day. Grew up in a normal household, very well in school. As I grew up, we moved a few times. We moved to upstate New York from Dallas, and then we moved from upstate New York to Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, I really wanted to make friends, and I really wanted to impress my peers. And I got to hanging around with a different crowd. And I remember the first time I smoked pot. We were ditching school, and man, I just thought I was like so cool. I thought I was hip, and I thought I had made it. Years later, in high school, my dream was to be a Air Force pilot. I was in all honors classes, and then when I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with diabetes. That changed my life. I could no longer pursue my dream as an Air Force pilot, so I had to come up with something different, and I struggled. I really struggled. And so I went to college, but I wasn't mature enough and I wasn't ready for that responsibility. I started doing harder drugs, eventually started using heroin, and the heroin use led me to prison. I went to prison in Nevada and I did 4 years, and when I was released in 2015, I moved to San Antonio, where I started to take the journey of recovery. I wasn't successful the first time, and I wasn't successful the second time, but the third time, I finally found some success when I fully surrendered that I am not capable of doing this by myself. I entered Second Chances Sober Living in 2018 for the first time, and things started to change in my life. I had my first daughter, and I wanted to be a dad. I moved to Oklahoma after leaving Second Chances and a lot of success, and pursued full-time fatherhood as a single father. Well, once I entered sobriety, I was very sensitive. I was easily offended, and I felt like I had been done wrong, and not realizing that I was the maker of my own story. And once I finally submitted that maybe I am the common denominator amongst my problems, I was able to start taking a look at what I could do differently. It wasn't easy. I still had moments where I felt I couldn't do it. And I also had a couple relapses. I put all of my approval in other people, but today I don't find my worth or define my worth in worldly things. Today I have a bigger purpose,